Silly question, how do you start the engine?
It's already started.
Yeah, so it is.
I just use the right hand, very far right hand tab, and it just goes to takeoff mode.
I suppose you've seen the film Hot Shots, have you, Bruno? Yeah?
Say again, sir?
I suppose you've seen the film Hot Shots, yeah?
I don't think I have.
Bridges. What else? Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, it's really silly. It's good. Come on.
That's just basically a piss take.
Yeah, it's basically a spoof of like gun type nonsense. Yeah.
That's the right word. Spoof.
So what's Stuart doing? Is he taking part in this short
No, he's a watcher.
It'd be dark by now up in Scotland.
Oh yeah.
I would have thought so, yeah. It's getting dark.
It's starting to get dark here.
He's an
going.
hour and a half drive from home, so maybe he'll make it.
Well, it's probably got better weather than the air show I went to. We had all 4 seasons in one day there.
Stuart put a video up a few years back when he went, and everybody's in cagoule. They've got umbrellas trying to hold them up, and it's pissing with rain.
Oh God!
Yeah, it was like that when I went to Church Fenton. It was 45 knots, lightning, thunder, rain coming sideways. But they put a show on anyway.
I've got mine set to live weather here, but here in Plymouth at the moment it's pretty much no weather at all. It's like 2 knots from somewhere.
Yeah, it's slightly warm here at the moment.
Yeah, apparently so.
It's as warm inside my house as it is outside.
Oh, there's Porky joining us through us.
Fucked up again.
Seem to be a bit faster.
I feel the need for speed. Anyway, let's load up and lap.
User joined your channel.
Alright.
Good evening, lovelies.
Hello, mate.
Hello there.
I've done you them photo scenery for that place you wanted.
Oh, thank you.
It's on the website. I've also done another set at double the resolution. So I have them, but I haven't uploaded them. So have a look at what you've got and see if it's what you want. Because I did try and just narrow down to the airfield, and it just did 2 tiles over the sea, which wasn't any help.
Ah, right. Okay. I will take a look because, yeah, it'll be interesting to have some more random places to fly, and that seemed like a good one.
If it's got a flight gear airfield code, it's quite easy to just do one on the actual airfield and try and do it higher resolution.
Here's an interesting thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's nice, Eagle.
Tell us about it.
So from looking through my front windscreen, I don't see the body of the aircraft, only the tub.
Yeah, I had that as well. It comes and goes.
Oh yeah, I've got that. I've never seen that before.
Neither have I.
This is why we do MP stuff, guys. This will be interesting.
But when somebody
User
did
joined the
taxi
channel.
down the runway, I could see the aircraft.
I can see everyone else.
Good evening.
Are you not sat in somebody else's cockpit? Just by spawning in?
So you got no instrument panel or what?
Well, now I've got a bloke with no fucking airplane, just two
Yeah,
pilots. That's
yeah, I've
just
got
a
that in
tub.
front of me.
Must be one of those undocumented features.
Hey, it's a shakedown session, isn't it?
Yeah, wait, Flight Gear's the first one to get stealth.
Or extra vision.
It looks like a load range thing because I just pulled up and the left-hand one's almost completely filled in, but the 2 tubs in front of me haven't. Some sort of load range or view angle range.
Well, as far as I know, this hasn't got any MP features at all, other than what comes as standard, like flaps and ailerons and landing gear. There's nothing in there. It should be weird. So I don't know.
Well, you can see livery switching, and that's normally the tough one to get working.
External views are working, but internal view, looking out, is just tubs.
Yeah, I can see all the different liveries. Yeah.
But it's funny because that one that's taxiing across, I can see the whole airplane.
Yeah, what's up with that?
But the 3 in front of me, I can't see the airplanes. I can just see the tubs.
I can see everyone from internal view. I can see everyone's aircraft.
I can see a red one coming towards me.
Oh, and now I've got closer. All the aircraft have disappeared, and it's just tubs.
Yep.
Oh, that's
And now
funny.
that one that's taxiing has disappeared.
I wonder if it's LOD ranges or something.
It's got to be an LOD thing.
Just happened to me.
Livery is now just 2 people just hovering up the roadway.
Oh,
So it's
that's
got to be
fun.
something to do with view ranges or something.
It must be an LOD thing, that. But
Yeah.
it's nothing deliberate. I don't know
Well, I
how.
wouldn't say definitely, but it's most likely.
Okay, let's see if we can play around with LOD.
Please advise as you go. Okay, starting from the top, I've got detailed rough bare, they're all on maximum. High detail only is the next box. And all the sliders are left. AIMP interior is 1500. Change to 632, not doing anything.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen. You do?
Dude.
Alright, Jandy.
Evening.
Even Andy.
What?
Yeah, we just got a bunch of tubs at the moment.
Yes, you were all gliders until I got closer. Now you're all just two men floating.
That's what FlightNight's all about. Sort it out.
It's only the ones that are really close to you, though, isn't it? The ones that are a bit further away are fine.
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
have to be in a
Which is
loose
weird.
formation for the evening.
We'll just have to stack on top of each other. 20 feet apart.
Yeah, the chances of us getting this close in the air is pretty slim anyway, isn't it? But it's, yeah, it's sort of that
Yeah.
LP thing somehow, but it's a bit weird, isn't it, how it works.
Oh, yeah, it's almost like it's inverted.
But from helicopter mode, they're all visible.
Yeah, as soon as you go outside, it's fine.
Yeah, it normally works so that you don't see the cockpit too far away. Because what's the point? But it seems to be working in reverse, I don't know.
But personally, I think it's a minor problem. But for those who like to fly from the cockpit, it's going to be a big problem.
Well, only if you're very close.
Well, that's the whole point, though, isn't it?
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
but we're not that good.
I was going to say, when were you ever fly that close?
They'll not
We
get
try to be like that.
Okay, quick briefing, pretty trivial. I've got mine weather set to live weather. Pretty much no weather here in Plymouth at the moment. It's quite a clear day. No
It's
real,
very good here as well.
no wind to speak of. And that's that. Well, the first leg will be at 250 knots. I'll try and stay as high enough that you can see me, but you can zoom around, do your air displays, frighten people, whatever, and just catch up. Does that make sense?
So,
Yep.
Like that?
Hey, everybody ready to go?
Speed again.
250. That's the only fixed thing in it, really.
Right, flight net 4 ready.
Okay, prepare to move. Move now.
And it's carnage at the first corner.
How fast are you going? Because I'm running you over.
Okay, we got set to 200 for some reason.
Say again?
But it said 250.
Yeah, 250 for some reason. Mine have gone to 200.
Can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Yeah, what's the speed?
It's alright, he's going to 250.
250.
Okay.
What's the flight altitude?
Pretty low.
Yeah, what's the pilot said?
No, it's not on autopilot. Yeah. So, set it wherever you want. Set it to about 1,000, I suppose.
Oh, I found him.
Come ballistic, Mav.
Got you, you little bigger.
Okay, I'm going to go straight and level for a while. I'm going to head in at about 110 until we all get together. Okay, we're going to turn left now onto we're heading to about 030. Go.
Well, Delta 2 has gone off to the north. Ollie's going off to the north. Who else have we lost? Andy, you're 12 miles away. How the fuck you manage that one?
I'm just pitching up and down a little bit.
User joined your channel.
Ah, I see.
He's running away. He's running away.
It's very volatile on the control sticks,
Yeah, it's sensitive, isn't it?
which I don't believe is a normal British aircraft.
Good for twinkle rolls.
Sorry?
Excellent for twinkle rolls.
That's your new nickname, mate.
That's it, you've earned that.
Twinkle, Twinkle Rolls. Live tonight's cabaret.
He'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your waitresses and bartenders. Flash!
It's not America, we don't do that shit.
Ha ha!
No, we pay proper wages.
Whoa, burn! Hey, I'm on your side.
I hope not. I felt safe in the knowledge that there was a pond in between us.
Going over Top Ness at the moment.
Nice little place.
Paynton on our right.
The English Riviera.
Kind of cool from inside the cockpit when I get too close and then you disappear, or most of you disappears, and then I back off and then you kind of like magically undissolve.
That's weird, isn't it?
It's very strange.
I've cheated for the first time tonight. I've put the labels on so everyone's got their name above their aircraft.
I don't even know how you do that.
Yeah, only thing is, you got to be careful. Sometimes it mixes the aircraft up.
Is it in? I think in view rendering options. I think. Maybe not. Where's the setting for? I can't find where I turned it on.
Story of my life, mate.
You're talking about in the little map or on the hood.
No, in the like the screen. You know, like I don't know if it's in Microsoft Flight Simulator puts labels by default for like locations. Or Flight Gear added it, and you can switch it on so it's just for multiplayer pilots, so you can see where all the other aircraft are. It gives you a little label, a yellow label above each aircraft with their name, makes them more visible.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah. So it's on the if you got a version that's got it, it's on the view options. So view menu and then view options, and on the right it's marker pins, and you tick show and then traffic.
Roger. Have enabled. What's the power lines, boys?
There's another one on there that actually puts the labels on the airfields.
Yeah, that's what that's where Microsoft Flight Simulator did it first, and I think Flight Gear copied it. Someone said it was a good idea, but handy if you're like doing stuff like that, I guess. Blind, yeah, or yeah, perhaps multiplayer stuff. It'll make for shit screenshots, but
There you go. Just come in through the back of me.
Hey, that's what she said.
Well, that's what she's going to say later anyway.
You can tell Stuart's not here with how many times Alex has mentioned Microsoft Flight Simulator in the last 2 minutes.
yeah, right. Well, look, we're about to pass over Livingston Commando, I think.
Livingston, yeah. Very muddy here. If you're into mud runs, it's the best place to go.
All the Royal Marines down there. I guess that's that section out there. Oh yeah, you can see the bottom field down there.
I found that podcast you mentioned last time.
The Unconventional Soldier.
Yeah, listen to them.
It's very good.
Yeah.
If we're going to promote podcasts, can we not be promoting one that helps us?
Oh, we could do, but we haven't recorded an episode for 4 weeks.
No, but we have been rather busy.
Not sure that this is our target market. Does anyone here own an e-commerce store?
No.
Thought not.
Does anybody have the desire to just fall asleep listening to something?
It's not fair. Just because Katie does that doesn't mean other people should.
Yeah, extra coming up. If you want to give a little impromptu display, and then we're going to turn to the right. This is where I did my first compass swim. You never forget your first compass swim, do you?
True.
Depends if you're trying to do it in a boat or on the middle of an airfield.
So far, the frame rate thing with the new late nightly build is holding up very well over MP.
Mine's not.
You know what? My frame rate's plummeted over extra there for some reason.
Yeah, mine's down about 14, 15.
But overall, performance is acceptable, and it's better than it was.
But I've had a couple of complete crashes with gathering scenery. Don't know if that's just something on my machine or...
Maybe it's the OSM buildings vary, from place to place, don't they? Depending on whether somebody's really keen on, putting every single shed in their hometown on OSM.
Yeah.
I think last time we did a UK flight, it was a similar sort of thing. I think as well.
In Swansea, I think, was crazy. I was expecting to see people doing barrel rolls around me. I'm very disappointed.
We're all doing them back here.
I'm struggling to keep mine nose down, so.
I think I'll be in the ground if I start doing aerobatics.
It's very
The,
good for them.
the trim works quite well, but it is needed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trim her up a bit.
I've trimmed it up as much as it'll go, and it still wants to just nose up.
Hit
Oh,
5.
nose up?
Hit 5.
Did what, sorry?
Hit 5 and recenter all your controls.
You're on the numpad.
Alright, one sec.
Gonna have some food now, so I'll join you later. I'm gonna leave it on autopilot on the route track.
Alright, mate.
That'll work out.
Pretty good showing out tonight.
There are, aren't they? Yeah.
Last week was a disaster. Everybody's wants to fly.
Yeah, it wasn't a great one last week, was it?
Well, you know,
Why? What happened?
Got a few problems there, didn't we?
especially with those of us who had loaded, you know, a recent nightly build. It just the launcher had aircraft with multiple aliases in the MP settings, and it just crashed the launcher over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, well, I didn't try last week because bloody working a computer is the worst thing I can do. So flying an helicopter would have been impossible at the moment.
Well, I hope Stuart had a good time at the air show today.
I thought he'd maybe be back by now, but
No, he was. I think it was a deal with Margaret that if she gets dragged out to an air show, he takes her out to a restaurant.
fair is fair.
So they were going to an international all-you-can-eat buffet, which I would love to see Stuart at.
The meat and potatoes guy. What'd you have? Meat and tatties.
Yeah, I guess one tip for him.
My brother is in Scotland right now for a couple of weeks.
Wait, there's two of you?
Oh no, he's a brother.
Well, sorry, that's another twin.
Actually, there's 7 of us.
Oh, dear. Your parents need a better tellies.
Whereabouts in Scotland is he?
I thought last night he was in Glasgow.
Yeah, literally where Stuart is, well, ish, 20 miles.
They got a car from Enterprise, rent a car, and they went to go get dinner, and the car has a flat tire. So they looked for the spare, and there's no spare. So they called Enterprise, and Enterprise says, "Well, we'll bring you around we'll bring you another tire tomorrow."
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, a lot.
He's not amused with Enterprise. So today they said, well, they don't have another tire, so they'll have to bring you another car.
Yeah, Voodoo in his country now, when you buy a new car, they don't have spare wheels. You get an aerosol can of what you squirt into the tyre in a little air compressor and you pump it back up.
That's funny.
And then you have to buy a new tyre because it shags the tyre.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It was, I complained every time anyone's bought a car in the past 10 years that you don't get a spare with it. It's ridiculous.
Well, they sort of weaned the people off, didn't they? They went to them low speed tyres, thin ones, and now they just do this tub of spraying foam.
What's the helicopters here at Yeovilton?
Yep.
Yeah, they're playing hell on Facebook about the two new aircraft carriers. And it's a picture of them side by side, but no aircraft on them other than helicopters.
I think Queen Elizabeth embarking aircraft this week, if I'm right.
Yeah, but it's a shared thing, isn't it, with the RAF again, I think. So it's combined Navy and the Air Force. So sometimes they'll be on land and other times they'll be at sea. Don't think they have enough to be on both at the same time.
Not for another 2 years, I think.
Well, I think it was saying with Harriers, wasn't it? I think they were like combined Harrier force.
Only for the Falklands, really. Did you read about that F-35 that piled in off those carriers?
Yeah, with the engine cover left in place.
Yeah, I mean the crazy thing is those engine covers had to stop crap getting into the engine. Somebody obviously left one lying around and he got sucked into the engine and blew it up.
That's
Well, they were
good.
lucky, wasn't it? Pilot, he parachuted and he landed back on the ship.
The parachute caught on the front of the deck, and he was dangling over the front actually. But yeah, he managed to get back up. Someone dragged him up.
That's a comedy.
Yeah, but he's back flying apparently, that guy, so it wasn't his fault.
I tell you what amazed me about that whole thing. I read the report. The one thing that amazed me about that whole thing was they showed the sonar image of it on the seabed, like 3,000 feet down, or whatever it was, and the sonar image was it was like someone had taken a picture. Like the clarity of the sonar, it was like a picture. You know, and it's like if you're hiding around in the submarine these days, you know, you're not hiding, because if they can see that kind of resolution, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, I would imagine they put guard ships around it until it was recovered or blown up. Stop the old Ruskies nicking it.
Yeah, they got it within a week, I think.
Well, if you know where it went down, it's always easy to find something, isn't it?
Yeah, as a carrier group, so they'll have had at least 2 subs with them anyway, so I imagine they'll have stayed on station. Yeah, frame rates are back up now.
Mine's 30, 40, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Yeah, I like it at 30, it's set on it.
And it could well be a buildings thing. If we get massive buildings, it slows it right down, doesn't it?
I think it must have been, and I'll be honest, I didn't do scenery gathering at low speed. I went and did another scenery gathering today, but I did it on live weather because I thought it would be fun. And this morning, about 8:30 this morning, the weather was so bad, I think visibility was less than about 50 feet. I flew all the way to Cardiff from Plymouth and didn't see more than about 50 feet the entire time. I went up to about 14,000 feet and it was still up there. And I came down and landed and someone else was on MP and I managed to get in, but it was a little bit of an unstable approach, and the other guy that was on MP, he said you did well getting that down. And to be honest, I didn't. It was absolutely abysmal, but it's nice to know that people watch you.
Oh yeah. I just keep remembering the time I remember we're flying something and went high and far and had a good talkie and a good mess around, and then when we came down below cloud cover trying to land, it was like, oh my god.
Still can't keep the nose down.
You had control issues during the week though, didn't you?
I did. It's worrying me that it might actually be my controller. I will. I'll have a look at it when I get onto the. Well, when we get to midway. For now, I'll just carry on flying full nose down. Well, full stick down.
Have you checked if you haven't got the gear still down or flaps and gears?
No, gears up, flaps are 0.
My map is absolutely littered with airfields.
Yeah, there's hundreds around there, isn't there?
Oh shit, I'm nearly out of fuel. Check fuel, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, I've still got just half ticket.
Me too.
I think one contributing factor to this is probably that it starts with half its fuel. 50%, doesn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So who was Folland then as manufacturers?
It was a small company in Hamble, in the Isle of Wight. Yeah. And they were eventually absorbed into what became British Aerospace in the 1960s, I think.
I was just thinking, I thought it might have been like a Belgian company or an Anglo thing.
No, it was English. Yeah.
There's quite a few Nats still flying in America, I think, aren't there?
Really?
I think there's 3. Yeah. We're just coming up to Boscombe down here. This is where the Nat did its maiden flight. And when we get over it, we're going to head towards Middle Wallop, where the prototype, well, crashed. Stockbridge actually, but it's not far away. Boscombe Down is a big testing place.
And nice to see all the taxiways are at least modelled in flight ones.
Yeah, they're all down, aren't they? Yeah, apparently the test pilot is flying around here. and I think it lost hydraulics, which makes it very hard to do much because you don't have any elevators anymore unless you're very quick. So he bailed out, and at the time, this ejector seat wasn't cleared. It wasn't certified, but it was the only one he had. So he ejected, and he lives near Stockbridge anyway, so he wandered across the fields. Yeah. And his wife comes back to my shop and says, well, I wasn't expecting you on early. Something wrong.
Well, you might as well have a brew before you go back to work.
Wouldn't it be the Empire Test Pilot School that was them down?
It is now, yeah. Well, it was. I don't know if it still is. It was, yeah. No, I didn't stop for a brew. He had a large Scotch, I think. I think it was a bit unnerved. Okay, slight left now.
Well, he'll have had to fill out the form to get his free Martin Baker tie, won't he?
No, it's not a Martin Baker. It was a Holland own brand that had never been cleared at that time.
Oh,
But he
no
got-
free tie.
He got certified that day though.
Yeah, test complete. Works.
That works fine. No problem. Sign that off.
Warty, do you fancy having a look at texture mapping the vampire for me?
A vampire.
I think it's half done. It's been a while since I had a proper look at it, but it's... I think it just needs a bit of sorting out with the texture mapping.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. I'm busy in the morning. So I'll give it a look.
That's alright, it's been sat in its current state since about 2013, so...
Half a day doesn't matter then, does it?
Not at all.
Is it that one or the Vixen? It runs out of fuel.
You all do eventually.
Very quickly.
I don't know, I think the Vixen's alright. Vixen was alright once upon a time.
I think when I started flying with the group, that's when I tried out when we used to do a lot of military planes, jets.
Yeah, I'm slowly going back through the... 'cause I've got all the stuff from the old hangar which I'd been ignoring, and I'm going back through and seeing what works in some way and what doesn't. The Hunter's a pretty good candidate, but I'm trying to finish off the FGR2 first, because that's got some weird stuff, but that's it's getting there. It's getting there.
The new one.
Yes,
Five Cats of Honey.
that it is really nice.
What's our halfway point tonight? I'm gonna jump to there and see if I can fix my control.
Echo Golf, Victor Alpha.
Thank you.
Perfect, isn't it? Yeah? Not perfect?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Coming up on Basingstoke here, people.
It's best avoided, I always thought.
It really is, yes.
Yes, well, I'm 16. I've managed to avoid it all my life.
I've actually never been in the middle of it, only on the ring road. It's like 100 roundabouts, and they all look the same. You can never find your way out.
Well, in a previous life, when I was a truck driver, I used to have a contract doing things around Basingstoke. I used to have a delivery at RAF Odium, And then up the road we had a special one, AWE Aldermaston. But when that we weren't going there, we dropped stuff up at a satellite site in the middle of Basingstoke, which was it was alright, it was fine because it was just off the ring road, but if you had to go through Basingstoke, it was just a dreary place.
Yeah, we'll soon be behind us. We're going to go to Blackbush, and from then on we're going to do a right-hander, a lazy right-hander, straight down the runway of Farnborough, off to Woodham, yeah, and then we'll head up north-ish. When I was a lad, we used to do glider flying in Odium, and we had an old black taxi to get them up. There were no no winches or anything. It was a black taxi. You used to scream down the grass in this thing. It worked though.
What height could you get from that type of launch?
Say again?
What height could you get from that type of launch?
I don't know, it was high enough for me. Down.
Yeah, you could only really... Did you do a circuit or just landing straight ahead?
Oh no, you'll do a circuit and have a bit of a fly around. So it was a Wednesday afternoon thing. You know.
Yeah, it's up on a bit of a hill, Odium, so if you get a decent bit, you'll probably be able to get some thermals from the surrounding terrain, I imagine.
Yeah, maybe. It was just a Wednesday afternoon thing, you know, out of the place.
Yeah, well, back in the 90s, the RAF kicked a lot of the civilian mixed RAF clubs off the certain air bases because they became sensitive.
There's Blackbush.
I don't know if that's still working. Used to be like a market there, didn't there?
I think Blackbush got sold recently for development.
Okay, we're going to do a gentle right-hand turn here, and then go down the runway of Farnborough. Do your twinkle rolls if you want.
Define twinkle roll.
It's very fast. This thing has an amazing roll rate. Like, I don't know, 360 degrees a second or something crazy.
Well, on my Facebook, there's a site keeps coming up. It's called RC Essentials, and it's large-scale model planes. And some of them are that bloody big. They'd be as big as a gnat.
Yeah, it's a tiny thing, this.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Some of these models are like third at half size. There's a Concorde, which is probably as big as a gnat. How they dare fly them and they're licensed to fly them because they're like a control missile. And then there's another one that was on the other day, and there's about 30 of them all flying off the prop, you know, just hovering over the runway. And a few of them actually crashed into each other and chopped themselves to bits.
Ah, that gets expensive.
Yeah, well, these are large scale, so they've got chainsaw motors for engines and stuff, and a lot of the jets have got proper turbines in them.
Okay, there's Farnborough, for anybody who's never been there.
Me.
Slight right-hander and head towards Odium. RAF helicopter place, really.
Yeah, because that's the one I'm thinking of. Dishforth used to be an RAF base, and when they got the Apaches, they kicked all the civilians off.
Yeah, there was an Army Air Corps squadron there. Dishworth.
But at the time, there used to be a lot of combined RAF stroke civilian gliding clubs. And had to move, find another airfield to go to.
If you look at Odium from the angle we're coming in here, there's a road that passes right by the end of the runway, and when I used to deliver there, I used to drive around the parking lot, lay by the end of the runway and just watch the Chinooks doing their underslung load practice. Fun for half an hour.
Okay, we're going to turn right now and head towards Price Norton.
Check speed, sir.
There's some 250. For some reason, mine's gone to 260. I must have clicked the button somewhere. Okay. Okay, now back to 250, 250.
After that, thank you.
My last visit to a local bookshop, they started getting some books worth buying. Got one about Merlin engines. It's a new paperback, but just got up to the part where Mr. Rolls met Mr. Royce, and then he killed himself.
Rolls or Royce?
Mr. Rolls, he was a playboy guy, rich, and he was into motor racing, ballooning, and he bought a Wright Model A Flyer, did 200 flights, and flew across the channel and backwards, and did a cross and back, and he crashed at an air show and killed himself. But it gives it's sort of the first bit of the book is all about car engines and what were going on all over around the world. And the guy what became in charge of Rolls-Royce jet engines, he was a lad at the side of the road when Mr. Royce's car broke down, and he offered to help him and offered to lend him some tools. And he got a job as working with him and ended up becoming the chairman of Rolls-Royce.
Not a bad gig.
And Mr. Royce was, when he was a little kid, 3 years old, he was a scarecrow. That was what he paid to do. Running around fields, scaring birds.
I do that for now.
Alex scares birds.
Fucking he says that's what I do now.
Well, this is the green and purple one.
No, do we just fly over Aldermaston now? We'll get in trouble.
Yeah, they don't work weekends, it's alright.
Fair enough.
Did you ever see that comedian called Mark Thomas? He had a thing on Channel 4, and he was always taking the piss out to different people, and he found out there was no air restrictions above the golf balls over the blubber houses. So he got an hot air balloon and started having flights above the golf balls near Harrogate. And these two English coppers turned up in a big American squad car and says, "You can't do that, we'll arrest you." And he says, "I don't think you can, mate."
It's not Pilingdale, is it called?
No, the one near Harrogate, it's on the Blubber Houses Road. It's an American base, but it's an English site, but it's all Americans run it. because apparently they're not allowed to spy in their own country. They do it in ours instead. You can
We
see
got
all
laws
the
about that shit over here, brother.
That's why they do it over here in our country.
Exactly.
But you can see all the golf balls from miles away from the top of it. Very, very touchy, because one of my apprentices were going to Harrogate on a job, and they're all hanging out the windows taking pictures of this place as you drive past, and they got pulled by the police just for taking pictures from the road. Memworth Hill.
That's the one.
Yeah, one of my other apprentices were doing work there, and he says if you do, you have to be a bit chaperoned by an American citizen at all times.
Oh, that'd be awful.
And if you disappear and go somewhere you're not meant to be, the whole base goes on high alert. I think these power stations gone now, aren't it? We're coming up to Wantage.
Didcot, yeah.
I have been to Wantage once, went for a job interview for Metal Box.
Bit flat round here.
Isn't it? Ideal for airfield. The Bryce Norton's coming up soon. Used to be Transport Command. Just have BC-10s there.
Yeah, until not that long ago, wasn't it?
Anybody been watching that thing on Monday nights, on Channel 4, the Lossiemouth, the tornadoes and stuff?
No, I've seen a few people that I know commenting on it and saying it's a bit of a joke.
Yeah, I missed out when I used to be in the Sea Cadets, and I think it used to be a naval base back then in the day. And the first course you went on when you were first joined as cadets, you went all the way to Lossiemouth by yourself on train. And you could get, in them days, you could get a trip in a Shackleton. And I bloody missed out. I got shoved on the next course, which was Portsmouth.
Oh,
So
down at Bristol.
Sorry?
HMS Bristol, wasn't it?
No, all the Sea Cadet courses, most of them were Whale Island, HMS Excellent, the gunnery school. And then if you did the leading seaman one, you went down to, the PO one, you went down to HMS Raleigh at Plymouth.
No, my Sea Cadet stuff, we got sent down to Whale Island, but we didn't. Everything was on the ship alongside there, which was HMS Bristol at the time.
Yeah, well, you stayed on the ship. The first one I stayed on was Ulster, HMS Ulster, and next door was Britannia. You could watch them polishing the hull with turtle wax. Used to go around in a rubber dinghy polishing the hull so it shone in the sunshine.
How did they get wax on turtles anyway? Did they squeeze them all?
Well, they polished the bloody thing. You look at the ships in Portsmouth Harbour, they're all rusty messes. This one, it was not a trace of rust, and it actually shone in the, it was like a car. It really showroom condition, in the sunshine.
Okay, as we go over Bryce Norton, we'll head south and look for the ILS approach to Fairford. Another big flying display place.
I used to work with a guy who was in the RAF, and he was on ground crew for Shackletons, and he got a trip to where they were doing the nuclear bomb tests.
Oh, lovely trip.
Yeah, because they took
And what-
they took the Shackletons to make sure there were no Japanese fishermen in the area or whatever.
Always best to check, innit?
Well, the Americans didn't, did they? And they radiated a few fishermen and got in bother.
Yeah, but nobody cared.
Well, we must finish something, because I've just had a come in range of some navigation aid that's tuned in the radio.
I think it's the end of the last run then. It's got ILS both.
The ILS in Fairford, maybe. Okay, if we turn right now, you'll line up on Fairford's main runway. Get ready to land.
What speed should we be touching down at in this?
About 140. 2 clicks.
Yeah, it does need to land quite fast. You're about 4 miles out. Some of you are less than that.
Found you all.
Well, we were coming to where you were, so I'd hope so.
Yes, but I've decided to get airborne again, and actually, I can fly it now.
Excellent. What was the issue?
Hey,
The issue was I needed to unplug and replug in my controller and reboot flight gear about 17 times.
Yeah, 17 is the
Standard
trick.
then.
If it had been 16, you'd have noticed no difference.
Yeah, the trim was
It's so
stuck
weird.
at -1, and I couldn't adjust it.
I reckon that was your problem the other day as well.
Oh, yeah, I've always had a bit of a problem with being stuck at -1, but
It's normally your IQ, though.
yeah.
no!
Oh, I'm
Looks like
getting
the
a
big-
funny shader
Well,
effect.
down in Ronan, but I don't know how fucked it is.
There's a big tower off to the left. Let's see if we can find that to meet up at. There's a rest of the gears here as well, isn't there?
There is.
There's 3 towery type things here towards the ATC tower, the radar tower, or the orangey red scaffolding tower.
There's a big one off to the left, isn't there? See if we can find that one. Looks like a control tower type thing.
There's a Vulcan over there, isn't there?
I thought that, but not sure.
We go over the grass.
Is it a Vulcan?
There's a nice line of fighters parked up down there.
Okay, a minute break. After a minute.
Yeah, it certainly looks like a Vulcan.
Right down here by it. Tis.
User disconnected from your channel.
Is it me being stupid, or does this look like an F4 Skype?
Don't know what there is here, but I'm going to go break, get a drink.
Oh, F4 had Delta on its not sweet. Okay, who's mingling with the F-15s?
Who's what, sorry?
Who's mingling with the F-15s?
That would be me. I thought I'd be conspicuous.
Is your consigned healthy?
No. Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. No, help me's disappeared off mine.
Ollie's sitting up and begging.
Say again?
Ollie's aircraft is sitting up and begging.
Keen to get going again. I was taxiing across the grass and it got up to about 150 knots and had to drag it back.
If you put the parking brakes on and rev it a bit, it might be a tip it forward. Quick to take off like that.
Good burnout. Donut.
Hey, that's it.
think Eagle's been on something today.
Why would today be different?
Why? I was going to say, what is today?
Normally,
It
that's a
ain't
nice
Eagle, it's Flash. Flash! Oh my god, what a bunch of freaks.
Yeah, that's a nice line out. Somebody should get a picture of that. We'll never do that again.
I've already done it.
That video looks pretty good when that's all lined up nice and neat, like we know what we're doing and shit.
I'm not doing you babies some justice.
Get a brain back going again. I gotta get your wheels rolling and your canopy opening and your smoke over MP and all that stuff. Gotta have that stuff, mate. You gotta have it!
Looks like it's going to be hard to find our way back to the runway from here, isn't it?
I'll follow you.
Taxiway's plenty long enough.
It's behind us, the runway. So turn right, go down the end, and then take off again.
Yep, we'll lead on MacDuff.
Hey,
Why does your call sign say help?
Why did your volume go to shit?
where does it say help me?
Who's in the red one?
Andy, my volume going to shit, Voodoo.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
back now.
Where does it say help me?
Well, I've got the labels on,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it says help me.
Yeah, he's changed it, and then the label stayed the same.
No, I don't see that. No.
No, no idea.
And now I've switched it back on again, and I've got Gandhi.
Candy!
So I would suggest refreshing your labels.
No, I'll leave him as help me.
Because he needs it, yeah?
He does.
Which end of the runway are we taking off from?
The beginning.
The proper end. Whoa! Don't
Yeah, this is the one we came in on.
Always best to start at the beginning.
That's boring. We all look like we're just sort of dancing on here instead now.
Allegedly. I'm following Wardy. I'll be just following me and stuff.
I'm following you, Voodoo.
You're
You
just
look
looking
good
at
from this
my
angle.
butt. That's not the same thing to say you're following me when you're looking at my butt.
It's the hole at the back that does it.
Tell him, Andy. Tell him, Andy.
fuck's sake, mate.
You see the thing about the guy who had the letter B tattooed on his left arse cheek and the letter O tattooed on his right one, so when he bent over it said boo.
No, but I did know somebody who had a W on each cheek.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. Oh no.
Wait, that was you, wasn't it, Alex?
No, mate, not this time.
Oh, okay.
I do know someone that has got some flames, as he puts it, 6 inches of flames rocketing out of his mud socket.
Rocket out
Got
the
it when he
mud
was
stuff.
about 18, and now he's 45. His missus loves it.
Oh,
Not.
boo, yeah, that'll look great when he's 70.
Hey nurse, come and wipe me. The
Right,
fuck
my
is
mud
that?
socket.
It's
going to be a lot of sad grannies in the future when all these tattoos all, you know, like they go, all the colours all merge into that khaki, bluey colour. Because they all, they all have them all over their arms and stuff, so they've got to be on show for the rest of their lives. They look good now,
they
but
slip under the bingo wings.
Live fast, die young, leave a good-looking corpse.
I'm already a good-looking human, so.
Already felt that. Two of you.
Yeah, this missing fuselage thing, it's only on internal view, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a minor problem. It can be sorted out eventually.
So base altitude is supposed to be like 1,000 feet.
Well, it's going to be trickier for the next bit because we've got some hills that are maybe 3,000, so it's going to be variable.
Okay, well I just do it the way I did it last time. I managed to stay up pretty good. And then we decided to go really fast and not tell anybody, and then slow back down and not tell anybody. That's okay. I'm okay.
I'm fine.
Just pay attention, you'll be alright.
I don't have a brain, mate.
It's Saturday, I don't want to pay attention.
Wait, we're supposed to pay attention?
What you say?
I said we're supposed to pay attention. Didn't know that.
Say again?
Oh.
Oh, you got yeah.
Oh. I blame the 19-year-old. Whiskey, that is.
I blame the whiskey.
But actually, no. I'm going to blame Alex because he recommended the 19-year-old.
Oh, the whiskey. Right, yes.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
I thought I'd give you my little black book then.
No, that was empty.
She wasn't when I left her.
Oh. Oh, apologies anybody on listening on wherever.
Nobody listens. They're always used to it already. It's like, blah, blah, blah. I'm a dirty tramp.
Hey, is there any Twitch viewers?
I haven't got Twitch running.
Oh well, just assume one.
Okay, looks like we got the band back together. So, 10 seconds and we'll set up.
I've been penetrated.
Speed's the same.
Yeah, 100, 250, 260, who knows.
Ollie's off.
Oh, he's penetrated everybody.
I'll try and make it 250.
we're trying to taxi, and you have to get it full throttle to get to taxi.
I'll try and make it 250 whenever I can.
Boy.
Okay, let's go.
Go!
Flight leader, gear still down, sir.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm just looking him up. He's kind of old, you know. You gotta tell him this shit.
You got to remind him.
Like, did you mean to dress this morning with your penis hanging out, sir? Oh no, thank you very much. One of my neighbors. So you're walking around with your Mr. Ding Dong hanging out. Oh no, thanks for that.
This is Twinkle Roll.
Twinkle roll. I'm betting the next time my brother goes to the UK or Scotland or wherever, he's probably not going to use Enterprise Rent-A-Car. He's not amused. Did sit next to a guy with a very thick Glaswegian accent last night, though, and was just fascinated.
That was Stuart.
No, Stuart's not bad.
We had a teacher who lived from Stuart's area. She disappeared because apparently she was entertaining some of her students at her house.
How come I never had teachers like that when I was in school?
I was just going to say that.
I had one. She was an exchange student from Germany who came to teach me.
We had one at our school. Amazingly, it was only found out about 5 years later when it eventually came to court. But it was the really pretty blonde young teacher who it turned out was banging the year bully. So that was annoying.
So annoying.
We really do get into the sticks in these conversations, don't we, John?
Well, we do.
Well, you'd have to.
Well, you have to. It's part of the game.
We had a trainee German teacher come specifically to teach A-level students, and there was only me, and she was very pretty.
But she was disappointed.
She was.
My story's different. I'm not going to tell it.
Anyway, she had a very strong Scottish accent, and asking her where she was from. When it turned out it was just down the road from where Stuart lives.
Straight round.
Straight round.
But you got it wrong.
I actually landed on Air Donald Caravan Park property today with a BK-117.
He'll have charged you. There'll be an invoice coming. Mark will be writing it out, and it'll be coming in the post here.
Did you pay for the shower?
50p for the shower, don't forget.
Remember, you can't do your laundry after 7 o'clock.
Don't. You got a really bad Google review about that.
Oh my god.
Like 2 weeks later, he sent me a thing. He said, someone's left a really shitty Google review about the laundry. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, that was during flight night. I remember that. We all told you they probably wouldn't like it.
Something back and say it's quite nice.
Poor Stuart. He's so long-suffering. God, what a horrible job.
Oh, I can see somebody's just doing a nice little barrel roll.
Talk about sod's law. I told my boss on Monday that I'm retiring after Christmas, and she gave me a pay rise.
Oh!
So I said,
you to stay?
what about the last 16
What about
bloody
the last
years?
20 years?
How about a 20 quid, 20,000 quid bonus?
Yeah, well, all the bloody millions are made for the college. I should get some.
That was my last day. It's like standing in a place at 12 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. No running water, no lights, no doors, no walls. Well, just pound holes in walls and try to, do whatever you can. Why is anyone here? Because that's what the client wanted. And you didn't have the nuts to tell him this is not ready? No, of course not. I quit. Fuck off. I'm retired. See, you can do that. You can do that
Could have sworn he
here.
said retarded then.
No, that's me. I'm retired.
Ah. That's appropriate since we're just coming into Bristol.
That's where you live, right?
No, not me.
Well, Concorde here, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
And I think also the TSR2 was a lot of testing going on here too.
Yeah, and the Brabazon.
Before my time, that.
Well, it can't be because you're older than me and I know about it, so you must know about it.
Never seen one at an air show.
No, it's the aircraft. Mr. Brabazon.
I know what it is. Yeah. I'm just saying I don't think I've ever seen one.
Wiki.
Well, he made in Bristol then. Is that what he called Bristol Brabazon?
Yeah,
The Bristol Aircraft Company, wasn't it?
Bristol Aircraft Company.
Yeah, I think the Brabazon was the Lord Brabazon. Who was something to do with the Air Ministry, I think.
Alex,
What might get in the
how's your
contract?
frame rates?
Right now my frame rates
31.
are about 20, 24.
30.
43, 42.
41.
I was getting 35, but then it just suddenly froze. So.
I'll be honest, I
Yeah.
haven't
40
loaded
for it.
the scenery for this area, so I think it's still loading some things in.
Okay, we're going to turn right.
Good point. I've got mine loaded, but I forgot to turn off my downloads.
There should be a Concorde as well at Bristol, I think, somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
That was always nice at air shows, wasn't it?
Don't think I ever shot in an air show, but when it used to fly into Leeds Bradford, it was, when it first came, end of the runway, and got lots of pictures of it.
When are they going to go back to supersonic transport, man? I mean, come
They're
on.
not.
It's been 20
Can't
years.
do.
It's not needed though anymore, is it? I mean, really, because I think you can get to New York from the UK in about 5.5 hours these days. It's only 2 hours slower, and it's not anywhere near as expensive to run.
And it's realistically the only place you can do that sort of flight, so.
Yeah, you can't do it over land. Not that annoying someone these days.
Where are we?
And across the Bristol Channel.
Bristol Channel, yeah.
Again, when I went to sea cadets, I
At
once
the
went
M4
on
then?
the cadets had a square rig sailing ship, Royalist, and we were sailing back from the Channel Islands, and Concorde flew overhead, and it was like somebody shooting at you with a cannon. We hadn't a clue what the hell it was until somebody explained it was Concorde. Just getting going.
I know the channel's a funny colour, but mine's very green.
Mine's bright orange. I mean, the river.
Yes.
Both of you need help in many ways.
No, I'm on about the river.
Only descriptive.
I definitely cannot see a river. I can see the bridge, but it looks like it's just going over a
The
field.
bridges, it's just very orange.
You got orthos on, Andy.
Pass.
Does it look like photo textures?
No.
Then
According to the moving map, you should be directly above the channel now.
yeah, you're mid-channel at the moment.
I am, but it's definitely green.
Prince of Wales Bridge to your right.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
about 15 miles to the southwest of where my brother lives.
There's two of you?
Oh,
No, his brother's reasonable and successful, so no.
Yes. Yes, he is. I'm the handsome one. He's the expensive. The high-earning one.
So,
I'm still the favourite. My grandma told me so earlier. She has got dementia, like, but
What's the difference between Andy and a government bond?
oh, go on.
Government bond will eventually mature and earn money.
I like that. I'm going to remember it and use it regularly.
it's going to make it his pilot name.
I was just funny. I didn't really mean that. Used to use that
If I had feelings,
Oh, if you still have feelings and you're flying with this bunch, you're fucked.
no feelings here. Only hungry.
I wished I had appetite. Want to eat so bad. Yeah, well,
To be fair-
that was a big joke in the rock and roll days. I used to do that with a drummer I worked with that came from Brooklyn. I'd say, "Hey, Jimmy, look at that. There's a boy choiping on the coib." Ah, very funny. Ask him, "Hey, Jimmy, what's the difference between a drummer and a government bond?" "I don't know what." A government bond will eventually earn money, mature and earn money. Very funny. They had to know Jimmy is from Brooklyn.
I thought anything to do with the government over there was just a case of screw everybody over.
Wow. Who could disagree with that?
Okay, altitude will be variable.
Highly variable.
You say that as if my altitude hasn't been variable. Anyway, for the future, how do I turn on the orthos?
You need to download them first.
Maybe I already did, I'm not sure.
File something. They're in the rendering settings somewhere, and it's use orthographic photo scenery.
But you've got to activate the launcher before you fly somewhere.
I think you can do it from...
No, you don't.
Yeah, you can do it from F10. Rendering
I
options.
think you can turn it on when you're flying now.
Yeah, view rendering options, and then tick satellite photo scenery.
I'll have to try it for next time. Nothing on the menu wants to actually open.
So have you actually downloaded the UK photo scenery?
I think so, from one
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
previous
I
ones.
sent them to you at some point, and I did explain how
Yeah,
to install them, and
you
you
did-
just did nothing with it, so I
You
wasted
did,
my
and
time.
it was a long time ago, and you were
Like
boring.
2 weeks.
No,
I've never
it-
bored
it-
anyone.
It was when we were looking for the pretty princess.
Ooh, pretty princess. I like pretty princess.
I remember that. That was a good flight night.
It was.
Now we're going over a load of places with Welsh names.
That was Jewish.
No, that's Welsh.
This is
That's the annoying thing about OpenStreetMap, isn't it? And it's always in the local language. It's
Yeah.
bad in if you're anywhere like in China or Indonesia or something.
Oh, wires.
There's no wires at 3,000 feet.
Used to have Irish wolfhounds that originally were bred in Wales. Came to the United States.
Wouldn't they be Welsh bloodhounds?
Well, they were Irish, but they were originally the bloodline had been protected and raised in Wales, and it was Llewellyn, WLLEW, blah 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 blah. And I said, "How the hell do you say that?" And the guy that from Wales said it's Llewellyn.
Well,
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Are you okay?
see, we all know how to speak Welsh over here.
We just passed over the naughty stone, whatever that is.
Nancy Stone.
Naughty,
Ah,
as in bad boy.
Not the Nancy Stone, as in Jimmy.
Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Okay, question out for the group. Who's got the reload fuel at the halfway stop?
sounds like just you then, mate.
No,
Does it count if I can't remember what I did?
God. You sure it's not 190-year-old whiskey?
Well, I was reloading. I mean, 17 times, remember?
Alright, yeah, it should be okay then.
Isn't it 18 by now?
No, I haven't reloaded since.
I know how many times it was, Voodoo. Shut the F up.
Exactly, but I was polite.
Exactly. You were polite. I'm amazed.
Right turn coming.
Amazing character.
We're about to go over somewhere called Libanus.
We just went over something called Libanus.
To be fair, we have just gone over Fanny Big.
Libanus. I'm sure it's Libanus, but
Yes,
Libanus.
FAN space Y space big.
Fanny Big.
Yeah, it was Fanny Big.
Yep.
Ooh, this
It's
thing
next to-
doesn't like negative.
It's next to Penny Fan.
Next to Penny Fan, yeah.
Next to Artie Massive.
Ooh.
Next to Gigantus.
Biggest dickers.
Are you wagging me?
Oh, I've caught you all
I
off again.
fucking remember that.
Throw him to the floor. Throw him to the floor.
Up Pompeii. Because pussy.
I have a friend in Rome called Biggest Dicker. I think he's wagging you. I think it's a fake name.
Oh, that hill was a bit close.
I've lost flight leader. Where are you? Oh, yeah.
He's down a little bit.
Did he slow down again? God.
No, I got him 250 knots, but we are at about 200 AGL.
110.
87.
Fuck knows.
God. You little devil.
I'm going to something new for me tomorrow. It's actually a memorial service for my girlfriend's grandfather who passed away a while ago. But it's like a working man's club that he used to frequent. It's not working man's. It's actually a veterans club or whatever. He was in the Navy. But they are having a meat raffle. I've never been to a meat raffle before.
Have you not?
You love it.
You're not into your meat.
Balls deep. But no, I've never been to a meat raffle. But I'm going to take 20 quid with me and buy as many tickets as they'll let me.
Is that like
That's the
slave?
way to go, yeah.
Yeah, but whatever you do, don't you win it.
You're like
Get out
slave,
the place alive.
like slave trader then. Yeah.
Yeah, because the regulars will just lynch you.
Big fan of
Oh
meat,
yeah,
are
yeah,
we?
yeah. The regulars might be interested, but you know, I'm not going to let them wrestle some food off me.
They'll literally lynch you.
No, Alex, I've always fought for a good sausage, haven't you?
Oh fuck it.
Whatever you do, don't interrupt the bingo.
Oh, fucking hell, don't.
No, never interrupt the bingo.
We had a retirement do for some. The guy was in the RAF on the Shackletons, and it was upstairs at this working man's club, and we went down to the bar to get some drinks, and they were all shushing us and we were interrupting the bingo. Bloody hell.
Well, when I was a lad, I did used to get taken to the working man's club in Skipton, which my parents used to go to, and that was pretty rough because they didn't do their own catering. They got a butcher's to bring some pies in at some point halfway through the night, and there'd be this working man's club, and it's a memory I have of being about 2 or 3 or something like that, and at this rowdy working man's club, and everyone was sitting with the beers, absolutely starving, waiting for the pies, and it'd be noisy and everything. And all of a sudden, someone at the back would just shout, "Pies have come!" and everyone would just rush for the back and grab a pie from this poor bloke who had this tray of pies, and he'd just be left sort of like a whirlwind with an empty tray about 15 seconds later.
Was that still in the Yorkshire days by any chance?
It was, yes.
Yes, I'm not
Skipton
surprised.
Working Man's Club, yep.
Yep.
Skipton back in the day was like a cowboy place in the olden days. If you caught there and they didn't recognise you, they just used to hang you in the street.
It wasn't too much better in the late 80s or 90s, to be honest, but I don't think the working man's club's there anymore. It used to be next to when they made the matchmakers chocolate.
Working man gets
The
hungry.
Whittaker's chocolate place is still
That's the one,
going.
yeah. Yeah, Whittaker. It's still in Skipton.
I don't know where, but I think it'd be on that industrial estate outside. Because I got a fresh car recently, and part of the, they give you a box of chocolates for spending all your money with them. They're quite nice, actually.
Coincidentally, I'm going to Skipton next year.
Hey, what are you going to Skipton for?
The Yorkshire Dales Food and Drink Festival.
Oh, nice. When's that?
It is in July.
I might be interested. I've been trying to find an excuse to get back to Skipton.
Yeah, come up. I'm camping for the weekend, so.
Camping.
Camp all the time.
Well,
My idea of camping is hanging out at the Holiday Inn Express at the bar.
That's poaching.
so it is the 19th to the 21st of July.
Might have a look.
There was a whiskey tent this year, so I intend on spending most of my weekend there.
Alex is in.
Oh, I'll be in if there's a whiskey. As long as it's a decent one. I don't want it to be all fucking hipster with flavoured whiskies and all that kind of bollocks.
No, I don't know. I didn't go this year because, I didn't get a chance. Nick went with a mum.
There was one at I can't remember, some event I went to, and then do you like whiskies? Oh, I absolutely bloody love whiskey. Here, would you like to try our elderflower and orange whiskey? Fuck off.
What is that?
Just like to try one with you.
Like, try my fist in your face, you absolute cretin.
If you want to fist them, mate, that's up to you. And I'm not going to fist anybody, so.
It's always served by the same sort of, the hipster with a beard and a ironic flat cap and a moustache and a leather apron and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, true.
And a perfect coif.
Exactly.
Well, I don't think we have any whiskey distilleries, but I think there's quite a few gin ones now in Keighley.
Gin everywhere. It's easy to make gin, isn't it?
Here's one thing my brother said about Scotland he likes. Wow, the scotch is great, bro.
That's because it's proper whiskey.
Don't call it Scotch though.
Okay.
No, they just call it local.
Yeah, when in Scotland you don't call it. In Britain you don't call it Scotch. That's a very American thing.
It's
I was
whiskey.
going to say Scotch is Americanism, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pass that along.
Because it's from Scotland.
Americans
What I
are
want
so
to know is-
ignorant.
What I want to know is, what did they use instead of bourbon barrels?
Whiskey
Whiskey
barrels.
barrels.
Well, they make a big thing about now, don't they? Used bourbon barrels to give it flavour in Scotland.
Yeah, they used to be old wine
cognac
barrels
bottles.
and rum
Cognac
barrels.
and wine, yeah.
Oh, water, you're right down there.
Yeah,
That's enthusiastic.
play.
Pushing the limits here, boys. Oh boy, this is good. It's fun. Ooh-wee.
We should do our own little display team at the Nats.
Yes, until everybody's frame rate drops to
You can
zero.
fucking tell how that's going to turn out.
This thing does not like negative G's. Whoa!
I fucking followed lightning
whoa!
into the ground, didn't I?
And cloud there.
Whoa! I bounced.
Been
You
in the
didn't.
lake.
I
Yeah,
bounced.
I bounced. Why didn't you bounce, Water?
I hit a lake, I think. I
It was
just
way too flat.
the cloud. Yeah. Be right back.
That's what she said.
Hey!
And yet she wasn't.
I'll be right back.
This one just sat there.
Oh my goodness. Oh My gracious gosh. Oh my goodness. This is why I rip all of the crash code out of my aircraft so you can just go like replay, restart.
Okay, where are we waiting for flight leader? Who's in charge?
Just follow the route.
Anybody?
Who the fuck's in charge?
Follow the what?
Let's see
I'm
if
just-
see if my route manager is still intact.
Follow the route plan.
I'm just following you guys.
I haven't
'cause
got the route
blue
plan.
smoke.
I'm following the
Follow
route,
me, then.
and I think I'm near the front, but somebody's just flown past what says Mad Fall.
Yeah, I couldn't work out who that was.
I didn't start mine, so
Okay, Eagle's off to the right, Bulky's off to the left. All right, I'm gonna follow Ollie. All right,
Well, I'm following the flight plan.
I'll follow you then.
where is he?
I shall just continue to follow all your smoke.
This is why we need MP smoke. And mirrors.
Yeah, well, I suppose if you turn it on in your own cockpit and everybody does it, it's a little bit of smoke.
That other aircraft's not showing on the pilot list unless it's Eagle or something.
No, it's someone with a different name. The labels are different to the names for some reason. I can't work out what it is or why.
Oh, the only
Oh.
smoke that actually shows is blue. They all show from my aircraft. If I put blue on, you're all blue.
No, there's no smoke over MP on this.
No, but I can see blue at least. So.
My flight gear's frozen.
Oh no.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, fucking autopilot. Brilliant.
Ooh, I do see is this running? Yeah, oh yeah, you gotta be turning right there, Ollie. Oh, now I get it.
Right, where's the nearest airport?
From
Is it Lambeda?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
I just spotted another problem with the aircraft. If you press the canopy, it descends below the aircraft.
What?
Not for me.
I haven't had that.
I see it says airspeed too high.
I can't load at Lambeda. What's going on?
Ah, I see worry.
Can we do an airspeed check?
You probably ought to start at EGOG.
That's a
You're
Yorkshire
part-
phrase, isn't it? By God.
You are at EGOD. Well, you
I
don't.
was at EGOD, but it crashes as soon as I start to look. I don't know if there's something going on in that area that my flight gear doesn't like.
It's all them steam engines.
It's Ballard. Fuck me, it's done it again.
Where's destination tonight? I forget.
Valley, EGOV, Echo Golf Oscar Victor.
Alright.
Ollie, you low or high, brother?
About 3,500 feet because I nearly flew into a mountain. But I've made the turn and on the next leg. Current flight 315 direction.
Oh, I've just spawned in an Egon. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, the live weather in Wales is just going to be a load of clouds.
And
Why is there
miserable.
motorways everywhere? Have they put motorways in Egon?
Mr. Tux has joined the fray.
Yeah, I think he's been here since half time.
He was in California earlier.
Ollie, check speed.
250 knots.
What is going on with Egon?
You're about 0.7 of a nautical mile behind me.
Roger that.
Well, the next waypoint here, Widfa, is what we used to call Ben Nevis in the old days.
It's very hazy up towards Valley with live weather.
It's even worse in Snowdonia, you can't see a damn thing. I would put fair weather on if I were you.
.36, I should be able to spot you. Said you're at, let's see, bloggy, you're at 4,800, you're at 5,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm 3.5 above this terrain.
Climbing.
Enjoy the rest of the flight, I give up.
I get as soon as I get over that coastline, my flight gear crashes. Must not like something around there. I should just fly around Anglesey.
It's all sheep.
That's bad.
Yeah, just circle Anglesey until we get there. We're not that far now, really.
I shall make use of the local entertainment facilities.
Hey!
Oh, for God's sake.
Here, Dolly.
Dolly, 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 Dolly. Oh, there's it. Dolly 1, Dolly 2, Dolly 3.
It's Dolly the first, second, and third. The posh sheep.
Oh, come on.
I can only manage one at a time.
Oh, cloud. Is it Dolly, 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 or Dolly 1, 2, 3?
I suppose if they're cloned, it's Dolly, Dolly, Dolly.
It's one of those questions.
Well, Alex seems to be the expert, so.
Ah, right. Check it.
Is it ironic that we're coming into Bangor as we're talking about this?
Don't you try pull the wool over my eyes.
Oh, that's what the sheep
she said.
said.
Okay, we turn right over Ben Nevis.
Is
See you
that?
guys next week.
See you, mate.
So yeah,
Is that Wymingint or Blenau
User
Festin log?
disconnected from your channel.
Ah, there's Wardy.
Next one is Glitter Owl. Followed by Carned Llewellyn.
What a beautiful language.
yes, that's one word to describe the Welsh language.
Yeah,
The
but
authors, the authors work well here, don't they?
little tip: if you ever go to North Wales on a Saturday night when you try to get served at the bar, they don't like it if you get served before the locals, and they all start trunching in Welsh.
Yeah, if they don't like you, if they speak English. You can go into a place, they're all speaking English as you walk in. And then, whoop,
They still understand if you tell them to fuck off, though, right?
yeah, it doesn't get you served any faster though.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Never trust a country that has a cheese toastie as its national dish.
Isn't that called Welsh rarebit?
Exactly.
Ah, that's when somebody says, don't ever order it. Why? It's a cheese sandwich.
But toasted.
We're going to drop down to the town of Bethesda, down this valley. Follow the river. Town straight ahead now.
Must say the scenery looks bloody realistic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very good, isn't it?
Very, very, very good. Scary good.
I'm going to turn north now and head for the coast. And I'm going to fly under the Menai Bridge. Because you have to do that when you're in the area, don't you?
Check speed, sir.
Still 250. We need a decent run-in to get under the Menai Bridge because it's a bit tricky. So here we go. We may not all survive. Okay, turning left. Towards the river. Well, it's not a river, actually, it's a sea, isn't it?
Big funky water.
Get this on video. Yep.
Oh yeah. Big bada boom.
It would be impressive if it would.
It's the Viagra slogan.
Wouldn't know.
There it is.
Ooh, oh, very nice, mate. You're not gonna fly under that.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh God, now I gotta try. I'm gonna die. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. What's wrong with me? Jerk. I made it.
Put it on video.
It's on video.
It's easy. Oh, that's not a good time to freeze, though.
Okay, we can head to the final destination now, which is RAFLE,
Which is hell.
which is where these things were based back in the day. So I'm just going to take it down the main runway.
Did you
And then you
change your
can-
live?
I restarted, didn't I? It's probably...
Okay, never mind.
Okay, that should fix it. Yeah?
Yellow again?
Back to yellow now, yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't tell you apart from somebody else.
So you should be able to see the lights in the distance there now. As we fly over, if you look over to the right, we should be able to see a control tower. And that kind of area is where the Nazis used to live. It's now called Hawk area. You can see it over to the right. So when we do eventually land, if you make it, we'll land off to the right. I'm going to do a left-hand circuit now and come back in.
Roger that. Following you, sir.
Do your own thing.
Which one were we coming in on?
I'm coming in on the one we've just gone over. Yeah. I'm just going to do a left-hand circuit all the way around. Provided you manage to land at a reasonable distance, there's a disused runway about halfway down here. You can turn right towards.
We should follow your lead then.
have to go to the end and well, maybe not.
Keep forgetting to release my auto speed.
To make it hard to land, isn't it?
Yeah, because when I hit B, it starts to turn your throttle back up.
We have a GoPro in front of the tower. I think Nielsen made this.
Yeah, Voodoo, we're over here.
I'm headed that way.
Wait, run.
Got all cattywampus trying to land with my... Forgot to release my auto speed. Which for some reason when you hit brake, it turns it back up.
Oh, I just discovered something funky.
Put your trousers back on.
Oh no!
But I want to play with it.
Don't touch it.
Oh.
It's dirty.
No, open your canopy.
It's open.
It's definitely open.
You open your canopy, you can see people's aircraft again.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's something to do with the normals.
Ah, it's probably a glass thing. If the glass is in the wrong position in a hierarchy, it hides things, doesn't it?
It must
It
be,
may be
and
that-
also if you look from the external view, the glass of the nose light and the wing lights allows you to see through the fuselage.
Yeah, they're weird. I think it's within the model, the hierarchy's wrong, or not in the right order. You see through things, and that's, from what you're saying, that's maybe what it is. Yeah, I've got my...
The canopy lowers down as well.
Well, not for me, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't mind, it goes downhill and ends up sticking out in front of the front wheel.
Have we got
Oh.
the latest version?
Got one of them the other day from yourself.
No, don't get it from me. No, get the one from the hangar.
I got it off the post on flight, off the forum.
No, download it from the hangar. It should be all right now.
Yeah, well, if you
Well-
look at the one I've got now, you can see the canopy is actually touching the ground.
You may have a different
Not for me,
version.
it's not.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, when you first posted the flight up Wednesday, I downloaded whatever the one you link you give them.
Yeah, I hadn't put it up yet. That's my bad.
Yeah, but it works fine for me. And yeah, without the glass in the way, I can see the other aircraft, even the ones really close to me either side. So it's a glass thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be.
A cockpit glass.
Could be the normals, like they only need to be able to look out, not they might be reversed or something. I'll have a look when I get a brain back. I'll look.
There are actually two of each. There's a glass in and a glass out.
Roger that.
But one of those is in the wrong sequence so bad. So you've got one with normal spacing one way and another one with normal spacing the other way. So it's something to do with that. It's to do with the glass in the cockpit, isn't it?
Yep.
Probably
Well,
fixable.
Thank you, flight leader.
Oh,
Yes, thank you.
absolutely fabulous stuff.
And thanks for trying out the nap.
Thank you for putting it together.
Good scenery, good flying, good company, nice turnout. Well done, everybody. You're saving me. Well done.
So, who's got next week? Sure, someone had next week.
I'm not here.
No, I shall be seeing Shania Twain in London.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah, Miss Shania.
Have you ordered the T-shirt I suggested yet?
Do you know what? I'm gonna get one, but they sell an official merchandise version of. Oh no, what did you suggest?
My suggestion was "Man, I used to be a woman,"
Yeah, that's not. No, I didn't. No, I haven't ordered that.
but it's appropriate.
It's not though, is it? 'Cause I didn't used to be a woman.
Well, that's not what she said.
That's not what Sheep said.
Feel targeted. Well, I'll tell you what. Unless anyone wants to grab it, we'll leave it open to the fire. I think Stuart said he might have wanted to do one. I don't know.
We'll have to ask. If not, maybe I can put something together. I found something the other day. It's pretty simple, but it's some pretty cool UK scenery. And I'll see if I can put it together. We'll see how it works out, guys. We'll make it happen.
Until you said UK scenery, I thought you meant the mirror.
What? What?
You said simple.
Simple.
But thank you everybody for coming.
Yes.
Welcome. Thanks to Wardy for planning it, and the airplane, and all the good stuff. Haven't had this much fun since Hector's daddy was a hound pup.
Okay, cheers everybody. Good night. Bye.
Cheers. Good night.
Cheers.
No, no.
See ya.
User disconnected from your channel.
And then there were three.